Most men spend their entire lives rowing against the current. They work tirelessly, pouring in all their strength, only to find themselves stuck in place, exhausted, and dragged back by the relentless current of expenses, inflation, and responsibilities. They fail to realize that the problem isn't their lack of effort, but their inability to channel that energy into one massive push, a true escape velocity to break free from this brutal flow. There's a moment in the financial journey when everything changes. Money starts working harder than you do, but most people never reach this point because they give up right before it happens. In this video, we're not just talking about money. We're talking about the physics of freedom and decoding the concept of escape velocity from financial gravity through three critical milestones: $100,000, $650,000, and $1 million. These aren't just numbers. They're coordinates on a map to where money stops being your master and becomes your most loyal army. Imagine your financial life as a rocket ship on a launch pad. Surrounding you is an invisible but powerful force, financial gravity. It's the pull of monthly bills, car loans, mortgage payments, and the pressure to maintain a certain lifestyle. This gravity drags you down, locking you into a cycle of earning and spending. Escape velocity is the point at which your net worth produces enough growth to overcome this gravitational force. When you reach this speed, you're no longer being pulled back. Your financial engine starts running on its own, carrying you into a stable orbit of prosperity. But getting to that point takes enormous energy. That's why the first $100,000 isn't just 10% of $1 million, it's 50% of the entire journey in terms of energy and psychology. Understanding this is your first step to winning the game. You're not just saving money, you're building a rocket engine. So how do we fuel and launch it? The roadmap has three key burn phases. Phase 1. The battle for the first $100,000. This is the hardest phase, the most energy-consuming, and it's where 90% of rockets fail to launch. Most people see $100,000 as just a number, but it's actually proof that you've built a functioning system. If you invest $500 a month into a diversified index fund with an average annual return of 7%, it will take you around 7 years and 9 months to reach $100,000. Of that amount, nearly half, $46,000, comes from your own pocket. Compounding is still warming up. It feels incredibly slow. You're grinding, staying disciplined, skipping the fun, but your account barely moves. This is where gravity is strongest. Discouragement, doubt, and the question, is this even worth it? Scream in your mind. The only way to get through this phase comes down to two words: absolute discipline. You don't need to be smart. You don't need to be lucky. You just need to show up month after month, regardless of market conditions, regardless of how you feel, and keep putting in that $500. The first $100,000 isn't a reward, it's a launch sequence. Once you hit it, it's like the rocket has burned enough fuel to push the spacecraft past Earth's gravity. From that point, momentum is on your side, and you've proven you've got the thrust to go beyond. Phase 2. Achieving the $650,000 orbit. If $100,000 was the raw fuel burn to lift off, $650,000 is when your rocket enters orbit. Gravity is no longer your enemy. Why $650,000? Because it's a critical psychological and mathematical threshold. At a conservative 8% annual return, a $650,000 portfolio generates $52,000 a year. That's about $4,300 per month passively. That's close to the average salary in developed countries. This is when money starts paying you. The psychological shift here is revolutionary. The fear of losing your job fades. You can say things like, "I'll take a year to learn a new skill," or "I'll spend 6 months launching my business," without worrying about survival. You start making decisions from a place of freedom, not fear. But this phase also holds the biggest trap: comfort. Many people get complacent. They see money making money, so they loosen their budget and slow down their investments. Their rocket just orbits, never going further. To overcome this stage, follow one rule: don't break the momentum. Live below your means. Keep investing with discipline. Each year you stay the course, your wealth could grow by $50,000, $80,000, or even $100,000 just from gains alone. Phase 3. The $1 million freedom threshold. Going from $650,000 to $1 million is far faster than going from $0 to $100,000, because now you're not alone. You have a $650,000 army working for you every day. To go from $0 to $1 million by investing $500 per month takes about 29 years. Sounds long, but look closer. Over those 29 years, you've only contributed $174,000 of your own money. The remaining $826,000, over 80%, came from returns. That's the result of the money army you patiently built. $1 million isn't just a number. It's a statement. It's proof that you understood the rules and won the game. Your mindset transforms. You work because you want to, not because you have to. You invest in projects you believe in, not because you're chasing profit. At a 7 to 8% return, that $1 million earns you $70,000 to $80,000 per year passively. That's the salary of a skilled engineer flowing into your account without lifting a finger. This isn't a dream. It's the reward for nearly 3 decades of discipline. Your rocket is now in deep space, fully free to explore new horizons. So, what do we actually gain? The $100,000 milestone teaches you discipline. It forges you into a warrior, someone who can delay gratification to trade it for a greater future. The $650,000 milestone gives you choice. It liberates you from the chains of fear. For the first time, you can live and work on your own terms. That's power. And the $1 million milestone brings you peace. It's not just financial freedom, it's peace of mind. You realize you no longer need to trade your time, health, or values just to survive. You're no longer living to pay bills. You're living to pursue meaning. But the greatest reward isn't the numbers. It's the person you've become along the way. A man of discipline who values time and masters the art of letting money work for you. Where are you right now on your financial journey? What's the next milestone you're aiming for? Share it in the comments below. Your story, even if it's just beginning, could be the spark that ignites another man's journey. If this video gave you a new perspective or renewed your drive to begin or continue your financial path, don't hesitate to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep learning, growing, and moving closer to a life of freedom, stability, and ownership together.